So I've had a lot of real estate agents reaching out and asking, how do I actually join Real Broker? What does that process look like? So today I'm going to go over the entire process, step by step, of how to join Real Broker and transfer your real estate license from your current brokerage into Real Broker. And what are some of the first steps that you should take after you initially join Real Broker. And I'm gonna go over a very critical step in this entire process that I don't want you to overlook. By overlooking this one critical step, it could have a pretty big influence on your experience with Real. So the first step to joining Real Broker is to educate yourself. That's exactly what you're doing right now by watching this video, and I have many other videos just like this one about joining Real Broker. And I'll have a link at the end of this video to a playlist with all my Real Broker educational videos. And I also recommend that you click the link down in the description below to go to this specific website, which fully explains all the benefits of joining Real Broker. So this website will break down what your commission splits will be, what your cap will be, what all the fees are involved in joining Real Broker. It also talks about the very generous revenue share program that Real Broker offers its agents and how you can build passive income by attracting agents to Real Broker. And finally, it talks about the Real Broker stock and the 4 ways that you can earn free stock in the Real Broker company. And if after watching all my videos and reviewing the website, you still have questions about joining Real Broker, I want you to email me directly at malcolm@livinginmaryland.com. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions about this brokerage. And I can also set up a one-on-one video call with you where I can answer your questions in person and go over all these different programs in much more detail. So after you educate yourself about Real Broker, the next step is for you to sign the ICA, the Independent Contractor Agreement. This is an agreement that all brokerages require real estate agents to join, and it fully outlines in much more detail all the different incentives and programs that Real Broker offers its agents. And to get to the ICA, click on the link in the description again, and that'll take you back to this website, and then you need to click on I'm ready to join. And that'll take you to this contact form here where you need to fill out your name, your contact information, some information about your state and your state multiple listing service, as well as your real estate license number. After you completely fill this in, then hit submit. And this will take you to your independent contractor agreement that have a few different fields and checkboxes that you need to pay attention to, and then it'll allow you to digitally sign. Now take your time reviewing this ICA, but in my opinion, there's 2 really important sections in this that you really need to pay attention to. And the first one's going to be the Agent Stock Purchase Plan opt-in form. So this is an optional program where you can put 5 to 10% of your commissions that you earn towards buying Real Brokerage stocks. So if you enroll in this program and you buy $1,000 worth of stocks directly out of your commission, Real will give you a bonus $250 worth of stocks. So this program is completely optional and you can say no to opting into this program. But personally, I think that Real Broker has huge potential to grow as a company, and I personally want to own as much stock in this company as I can. And if I can get an additional 25% bonus stock in the company, I'm gonna take advantage of that. Now the next section that I really want you to pay attention to and put some thought into, because it can have an influence on your experience with Real Broker, is section 30, which is titled Referral Agent. And let me just read this first sentence to you verbatim. The referral agent, if any, is defined as the agent who most influenced the contractor to become an agent with Real Broker. Now you can just leave this section blank, but I don't recommend that. There's no benefit to you at all by leaving this section blank, but there can be a lot of benefit to you by having somebody's name in there. Now, whoever's name you put in this section, you're gonna be in their downline, which means that they're gonna earn revenue share when you pay your cap to Real Broker. And this is significant because this means that they're now incentivized financially to help you get adjusted to Real Broker, help you cap, and help you build your downline. Personally, the people that are in my upline have been a huge benefit to me adjusting to Real. They've been answering all my questions about the different software and the different resources and helping me actually build out my downline. And I also want to point out that I don't think that you should feel obligated to just put down the name of the person who first told you about Real. The key word in this section is who most influenced you to join Real. And I bring this up because I initially had a friend about 6 months ago who initially told me about Real Broker, but I wasn't really quite ready to make the move at that time. And then about 6 months later, I had a second friend also reach out to me, and he kind of took his time with me. He explained the pros and cons of joining Real Broker, went over the benefits and different software and different programs within Real Broker, and I think that he was more influential in me joining than my first friend. So the second friend is who I put down in this section. So after you fill out and sign your ICA, the next step will be to transfer your real estate license from your current brokerage to Real Broker. Now this process is a little bit different for everybody based on the state that you're in, but after you sign your ICA, you should get an email from Real Broker walking you through the different steps to transfer your license. For me, this process was pretty simple. I just went to the website that they linked to in the email, I filled out a form, and I paid a $25 transfer fee. And it did take a few days for my license to transfer, but after it did, that's it. I was now a licensed agent with Real Broker. So after you get your license transferred over, the next step will be to set up your accounts with Real Broker. You should get this welcome email from Real Broker with the links and the steps that you need to take to set up all your different accounts. Now I am gonna make another video going over like what you should do your first 5 days at Real Broker, but right now I just wanna kind of do a quick overview of the different steps that I recommend that you take. So the first step is to download the Real Broker app. This is actually a fantastic app, and in here you can get tech support and get answers to your questions. You can find your broker's contact information. You can set up your website at Real Broker and a bunch of other really helpful things. After that, I recommend that you set up your Workplace account, and you should get a separate email with all your login information for Workplace. And Workplace is a service that was created by Facebook and essentially like a series of Facebook groups for businesses to operate around. And the great thing is that you don't have all these other distractions and ads that you see on Facebook. This is purely for work. And in here you can find a couple of different workplace groups where you can get your questions answered. And I recommend that you search for and join the Fired Up Motivation Tactics Strategy group within Workplace. You can find a bunch of good information in here about marketing and real estate strategies. Now within Workplace, you're also gonna find the Real Academy, and this is their training and education library. And in here they have a bunch of training and videos created by other Real agents to help you in your business. But I wanted you to create your Workplace account first because they also have some training on some of the other programs that you get with Real, such as Chime and SkySlope. Workplace also has a great app that looks just like Facebook that I highly recommend that you download as well. And you may also want to download the Workplace Chat app, which is just like the Facebook Messenger app as well. So after you set up your Workplace account, I recommend that you set up your SkySlope account. And SkySlope is where you actually submit your contract to your clients to get digitally signed, and you submit them to your broker to get reviewed for compliance. And there's training on how to set up and use SkySlope within the Real Academy within Workplace. The next step I would say is to go to marketing.joinreal.com. And this website has a bunch of really helpful information about Real Broker, but it also has a link to Real's Vistaprint account where you can, one, buy a bunch of swag with the Real branding and logo on it, but two, you can order your Real Broker business cards that are already fully designed for you. And within the marketing.joinreal.com website, you can also order your fully designed Real Broker yard signs. Now, if you don't want to skip a beat with your business, you may even want to consider ordering some business cards and yard signs before you actually transfer your license over to Real Broker, so you have those things ready to go as soon as you join. Now, the next step that I recommend that you do is register and set up your account with Depulti. Depulti is just their online payment service, and this is how they're going to pay you directly from your transactions. And after you join Real, you will get an email from Depulti as well, kind of walking you through how to set up and create your account with them. Now, there are two additional optional steps when joining Real Broker that I do recommend that you sign up for as well. The first one is going to be Cloud CMA. As a member of Real Broker, you get this service completely for free. And Cloud CMA allows you to make some really good looking and easy to create home valuation reports. And this is actually a service that I was paying for before I joined Real. And what I do is I create a home valuation report, and then I print off 3 or 4 pages from that report and bring those pages with me on my listing presentations. With Cloud CMA, you can also print off some really nice looking property flyers, and you get access to a free What is My Home Worth landing page. And that landing page is great for generating seller leads, and I highly recommend you take that link and you put it on all your social media accounts, maybe even in your email signature. Now, the next optional service that you can sign up for is Chime. And yes, I highly recommend that you sign up for this. By being a Real agent, you get it for only $25 a month. And Chime gives you a beautiful and fully customizable high-level website, as well as an incredibly powerful CRM behind it. I am blown away with how powerful and how impressed I am with Chime. Now, I'm gonna be putting out some additional training and videos all about Chime on this channel in the future, but for right now, yes, I highly recommend that you guys do sign up for Chime when you sign up for Real Broker. So if you have any other questions about joining Real Broker, or you'd like to set up a one-on-one video call with myself to go over some of the benefits to you and your business by joining Real Broker, I want you to email me at malcolm@livinginmaryland.com. You can set up a time. And check out this playlist I have right here or some of my other videos talking about the benefits of joining Real Broker. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.